Hi everyone. Today, please join me in a Pilates springboard workout using the Pilates Magic Circle. As far as equipment goes for this workout today, you will need a mat, a springboard, Cadillac or tower, a magic circle of course, and then as far as springs go, we're going to be using our push-through bar set up on one heavy spring. I'm using a red spring for that. We'll also be using our short yellow springs with handles attached for some arm work, and we'll be using long purple or long heavy springs with loops attached for some leg work. As always during this workout, please feel free to modify as necessary. Really make this workout your own. When you're ready, gather that equipment because this workout starts now. All right guys, so I'm all set up. I have my push-through bar set up on my one heavy red spring. On my springboard it's attached to number 8, but you basically, when we're laying down, want to be able to easily grab your push-through bar with your hands as a reference. I've got my short yellow springs with handles just off to the side and my long purple springs with loops off to the side as well. Ring in hand, we're going to come down to the mat, so come on down. Head closest to your tower system. Bring the magic circle around your outer hips or outer thighs and then place your feet down on the floor. Reach up and grab your push-through bar with your hands. Good. So right away I'm going to bring my heels nice and close to my sit bones. I'm going to widen my collarbones and slide my shoulder blades down the back. And I'm going to engage the magic circle by pressing out with my outer hips just slightly. Anchor through your heels, anchor through your big toe and pinky toe side of your feet, gaze up to the ceiling, take a breath, inhale here, and then exhale, tuck your tailbone under, and we'll come into a bridge. Inhale at the top, making sure the front of the throat is nice and long, and then exhale, roll the spine down one vertebra at a time. Release the tailbone all the way down to the mat, take a breath, inhale, and then exhale, let's roll the spine up again. Good. So we'll do a few more repetitions here, warming up through the back, taking your time. So if you're moving at a slower pace or a faster pace than me, that is okay. Just make sure that you're taking time to fully articulate that spine up and down. Good. From here, we'll do 2 more. And one more time, roll the spine down, roll the spine up, and hold the spine lifted up off of the floor in your bridge. Start to just press out on the magic circle, activating the outer hips a little more. Press, release, press, release. We'll do 8, 7, 6, squeezing the underside of the glutes as well as the outer hips here. We'll do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll the spine back down. Once the pelvis is anchored on the mat, please lift your knees up into a tabletop position. Extend the legs outward into the ring. Take a breath, inhale, and move the knees over to the right. Anchor through the opposite shoulder blade. Exhale back to center. Inhale the knees over the other way. Anchor through the opposite shoulder blade. Exhale back to center. Staying here with both knees bent, or if you'd like to, extending your top leg long, keeping your top leg long as you come back to center, and then bending your knee. So over to the left, top leg, right leg extends, back to center, and then lower the knee, or lower the foot, and over, and reach, and center, and lower, and over, and reach, and center, and lower. We'll do 2 more each way. Focus on those shoulders. Focus on the rotation of the ribs. 1 more each side. And last time. Come back center. Flex both feet. Press the legs out. Pull the knees in. Inhale out, exhale in. Softening the back of the rib cage down to the mat. The last 4. You'll see this movement coming back later. Last two. And one more time. Good. Place your feet down on the floor. Activate those outer hips again. Exhale, curl the head, neck, and chest up, coming just to the bottom tips of the shoulder blades, and then slowly lengthening back down. Exhale to lift and lengthen. Inhale to lower. Let's do 4 more. Last 2. And one more time. Lower the head down. Grab your push-through bar with one hand, just so we can readjust the magic circle so that it is about a little teeny bit above the ankle bones, and then both hands go back on. From here, knees directly over the hips, extend the legs out, lift the legs up, lower the legs down, and bend the knees in. Press the legs out, lift the legs up, lower the legs down, and bring the knees in. Again, back of the ribs are heavy. Collarbones are wide. The upper body is quiet. Let's do 4. And 3. Last 2, feeling some warmth coming into the core now. And last time. Beautiful job. From here, take that ring out from around your ankles. Place both feet down on the floor for a moment. Take the ring into your right hand and place the cushion against your your right thigh. From here, we're going to compress the magic circle as we curl the head, neck, and chest up, and then lower the head, neck, and chest down. So fairly small movement with the upper body here. We're compressing the circle as we lift the torso up and press the bar up with a long left arm. If you'd like to add on, you can extend your left leg forward and keep going. Let's do 4, 3, last 2, and one more time. Lower the head down, keep the bar where it is, press down on the magic circle as you lower the leg and lift the leg. Lower, squeeze, lift. Lower, squeeze, lift. Let's do 4, 3, and one more time. Bend both knees, lower both feet. Relax for a moment. Good job. Okay, switch out your hands. Bring your cushion of your ring against your opposite thigh. Bring that knee into tabletop. From here, compress the circle as you lift the head, neck, and chest up. Bar goes up to the sky, and then lower back down. Now you have that option to hold the right leg on a diagonal line. Let's do 4, 3, last one, head down, lower and squeeze the ring, lift, lower and squeeze the ring, lift. I should have said this on the other side, but you could also do this with a bent knee as an option. Last 4, and 3, and last time. Very nice job. Both feet down. Carefully release the push-through bar. Grab the ring in your hands. We're just going to add a little rotation here. So right knee into tabletop, ring above the shoulders. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, curl the head, neck, and chest up. Squeeze the circle and rotate. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift, rotate, and squeeze. Beautiful. Again, if you'd like to, your opposite leg can hold on a diagonal line. Last 3, 2, and 1. Same thing other side, reset, take a breath, inhale, widen the collarbones, exhale, curl up and rotate to the left. Option to extend the other leg. Last 4, and 3, and 1. Very nice job. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. And then we're going to roll up. I'm going to use the magic circle to my advantage and help myself roll up to seated here. And then we are going to attach our long purple springs. So take your push through bar down. Grab your purple springs. I'm going to attach them to the number 4 on my springboard. It's about kneeling chest height as a gauge. You can always adjust that to your liking. And then we're going to come down to side lying on the mat. So I'm going to lay down with my back along the back edge of my mat. We're going to use our front spring. I'm going to take that spring onto my top foot. And then today, I'm going to work up on my forearm. I'm going to take the magic circle as well and place it in my hand with the cushion, one hand on top of the cushion. From here, we're going to extend the top leg and press down on the circle, and then bend the top knee and release the squeeze. Press and bend. And press and bend. I'm lifting my obliques. I'm firmly pressing my forearm down and trying to keep distance between my bottom shoulder and my ear. My leg is pressing out to the front corner of my mat, and my bottom knee is bent. Nice and steady. Control the spring on the way in, especially. Now, if being up on your forearm does not feel appropriate to you, you can always be down on your upper arm with your head cradled in your elbow. Good. Last 3 here. Nice job. And 2. And 1. Now we're going to hold the leg long, square off the hips to the front of the mat, and I want you to lift and lower your leg. Add a little downward pressure on the circle as an option as the leg comes down. Think about using that inner thigh, using the hip and the glute, keeping the foot nice and square. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now let's combine them. So bend, press, lift, lower. Bend, press, lift, lower. There's a feeling of wanting to find more length through the leg, through the top waist, through the hip, every time you extend that leg towards the edge of the mat. Let's do 3. And 2. And 1 more time. Hold your leg out and circle it around. Small controlled circles. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it. Nice and controlled. They are circles. They're not squares or rectangles. 3, 2, and 1. We have 1 more exercise to go. Flex and kick that leg back. Control the spring. Open the front of the hip and bring it forward a bit. And exhale back and forward for 4. Keep the leg at hip height if possible. 3, 2. I may have lied. We have 1 more exercise. Hold the leg back so the front of the hip is open and lift up to the back a little bit. Use that outer hip. 8, 7, 6. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee in. Take your strap off. Roll over onto your other side. Let's do all that again. I apologize that my back will be facing you for a little bit. Roll over on your forearm or on your upper arm, you choose. Top strap on the top foot, front strap on the top foot. Around the arch. Adjust yourself till you feel comfortable. Bottom knee is bent for me. Ring in hand. And then start to press your top leg straight and bend your knee in. Again, I'm pressing my foot to the front corner of my mat, and my body is aligned with the back edge of the mat. Adding that squeeze on the cushion. Pressing away from the floor. Keeping the waist long. The last 4. The last 2. And 1. Hold that leg long. Lift the leg, lower the leg. Control the lift. Don't let that spring take you for a ride. You want to think about reaching the leg as long out of the hip socket as you can. The last 4. 3, 2, and let's combine the 2. So we bend, press, lift, bend, press, lift. The last 4, 3, 2, and last time, hold the leg long, control those circles, 6, 5, 4. Think about where your work is stemming from. It's not from the foot, it's from the hip. Reverse, 6, 5, 4, and 1. Press the leg back, open the hip, control that spring. Come back. So here, because you're pressing your heel back behind you, be cautious not to overextend the lower spine, but to keep in control by using the glute and the hamstring to control the spring. Last 3, 2, and you're going to hold that leg back, and we have those little lifts up, 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 up. 8, 7, 6. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice job. Bend your top knee in. Take that strap off. We are going to lay down on our back. Good. And take both of our straps on our feet. So make sure you're aligned with the center of your tower or springboard. Place both your feet in. Place your ring between your ankles, above your ankle bones. Press yourself about an arm's distance away from your springboard. Press your legs out on a diagonal. Lower your arms down. From here, bend and press the legs. Squeeze into the magic circle a little bit. If you feel like you're getting moved around on your mat by the springs, you can always have your hands up on your bar. Just be careful that the ribs don't start to flare if the arms are above the head. Good. Tailbone heavy, spine is long. Let's do 3 more here. Now I'm not hyper squeezing the circle. I have a gentle pressure inward with my inner thighs, but I'm not, overusing the inner thighs at the moment. They're working hard enough. Last 2. The last 1, hold the legs out, lift the legs and lower the legs. Use your glutes and hamstrings, use your inner thighs. Keep the spine in a neutral position, so hip points are pointing straight up to the ceiling. Last 4. Let's do one of each. Bend, press, lift. Bend, press, lift. 4 more to come. Three. Last time, bend, press, bend a little bit. So there's a soft bend in the knees, and then I want you to take the shape of the legs down, tap the end of the magic circle on the ground and up. Tap and lift. So again, there's more than a 90-degree bend behind the knee. I'm using my inner thighs, I'm using my hamstrings to press the and tap the circle down to the mat. Last 4. 3. And 1. From here, keep the legs long and low, extend them all the way, and squeeze the circle. 16, 15, 14. Good. Last 8, 7. Tight squeezes here. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend. Release. Release the magic circle. I'm going to take my knees nice and wide and grab onto my metal clips and just take a little bit of an inner thigh stretch here, so you can rock a little bit side to side. You can do more of a happy baby with your feet towards the ceiling, whatever feels good to you. And then we're going to take those straps off. We don't need our purple springs anymore. So we're going to roll ourselves up. We will put our purple springs back. Grab our short yellows with our handles and do a little arm work. Standing. So springs go a little bit higher than standing shoulder height. We're going to use that magic circle again. I'm having a bad Pilates hair day. There's no good way to wear your hair during Pilates. Okay, magic circle is going around the ankles, slightly above the ankle bones. You're grabbing onto both of your handles. You're taking a pretty big step back. You can always adjust your distance from the tower. Anchor through the outer hips, anchor through the big toe and pinky toe, grow longer through the crown of the head. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, press the arms down and back. Inhale to release. Once you do a few, you can kind of gauge whether you need to move closer or further from the springboard. I want fully straight arms, using the triceps, using the serratus and the lats to press the arms back. And let's do 4 more here. Last 2. One more time, hold the arms back, lift the heels up, lower the heels down, release the arms front. Press, lift, lower, release. Press, lift, lower, release. For 3, 2, last time, heels down, switch the arms, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 8, 7, hips are steady to the and square to the tower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice job. Turn the palms to face each other. You may need to step further back. We're going to come down into a little half squat and pull the elbows back and release. I'm going to step further back to get a little more tension on my springs. Exhale, pull. Inhale, release. Outer hips are still fired up. I'm sitting my hips down and back. We're going to add a little squat in here in a moment. So you're also already in this bent knee position, but I want you to pull the elbows back, sit deeper into your squat, stand up out of the legs, and then release. Pull, squat, lift, release. How low you go in your squat is your choice. That's it. 4 more. 3, rely on those arms. 2. Woo, last time. Nice, pulse it down. Elbows stay bent. 8, 7, 6. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand. Release one of your straps. Grab onto your ring. So if your strap is in your right hand, you're going to bring your left foot forward into a lunge. Your ring is going to go right on top of your front thigh. Your back knee is bent. You're going to turn your palm down. What we're going to do is a little pull back, a little bend in the knees, and a little press on the circle. And then release. And again, press and pull and release. Press and pull and release. For 4 and 3. Find your breath. Last 2. Last 1. Stay low. Keep the elbow bent. Rotate and press on the circle. Rotate. Look over the back shoulder. Last 4. 3, 2, and 1. Stand up briefly. Same foot is going to stay forward, but we're going to switch the hand that's grabbing onto the circle, the hand that's grabbing onto the handle. Come back into your lunge. This time your cushion is going onto your outer hip. We're going to press into the circle as we pull the elbow back. For now, everything else is square to the tower. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now stay low and just rotate. Rotate from the ribs. Good. Last 4, 2, and 1. Carefully stand up, shake those legs off. Let's switch our strap. Right leg goes forward. Strap is in your left hand. Step back into your lunge. The cushion of the ring is on your front thigh. Pull the elbow back. Press down on the circle. Get lower in the legs. Make any micro adjustments you need to as far as distance, leg position, etc. Make this workout feel good and appropriate for your body. Last 4. Stay low. Rotate. Three more. 1 more. Stand up for a brief moment. Switch out your arms. Take the cushion of your ring onto your outer hip. Stay facing forward. Squeeze the circle. Pull the elbow out and back. Last 4. I forgot to come down and up. Last 2. Last 1. Now stay low and just rotate. Rotate. Last 4. 2 and 1. Good. Come all the way up. Very nice job. Okay, place your ring down for a second. Take your yellow springs off your tower. Place your push-through bar back up. Come to kneeling. Just have your magic circle handy, okay? Right now we're gonna do a little cat series. So about an arm's distance away from your push through bar, knees underneath the hips. If you need added cushion underneath your knees, always feel free to grab another cushion and place them underneath. Take a breath, inhale, grow tall. Exhale, press the bar forward as you round the spine. Lengthening the bar towards the wall. Come into back extension, watch your fingers. Round the spine back up. And again, roll the spine forward. Extend the spine long. Roll the spine up. Let's do 2 more. Let's do 1 more. Good, grab onto your ring. Place your ring onto one shoulder. Press down onto the top of the cushion with your other hand. Other hand is going to grab onto through the push through bar. Take a breath, inhale here. Exhale, compress the circle as you roll the spine forward. Extend the spine long, release the squeeze on the ring. Compress the circle again as you roll the spine all the way up to stand. And again, squeeze the ring round the spine forward. Release the squeeze as you extend the spine long. Round the spine forward again, compress the circle, and roll up. We'll do 1 more on this side. Compress the circle, round the spine. Release the squeeze of the circle, extend the spine. Squeeze the circle again, round it all the way up, and switch sides. Ring goes on to the top of the shoulder. Other hand is on the cushion. Here we go. Compress the circle, round the spine forward. Release the squeeze of the circle, extend the spine long. Compress the circle and round back up. 3 more just like that. Take your time with this. If the ring feels awkward in this position, play around with another position of the circle. It's always nice to just play a little bit with your movement, with your exercises, seeing what helps you engage more. Last time through. And release it. Very nice job. Come all the way down onto your back. We're going to take the ring 1 more time around the outer ankles. Place your feet down on the floor. Grab your push through bar. Make sure you're aligned with the center of your tower. Take a breath, inhale here, and then exhale, press the bar up to the ceiling, coming into a kind of teaser prep position, collarbones wide, shoulders down, and then peel your spine back down onto the mat. Inhale again, exhale, roll it up. Take a pause at the top, and then exhale, roll it down. Let's do 1 more just like that, feet firmly anchored into the mat. Good, and then when you're ready, knees into tabletop as an option. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, roll the spine back up. Try to keep those thigh bones nice and steady in space as you roll up and down. Let's do 2 more like that. Still finding that articulation of the spine. Last one. And there are 3 more repetitions here. Option to add the leg extension and the bend. And 2. Good. 1 more time, hold it up there. Final challenge, lower and lift. Or hold. Last 3, 2, 1. Legs stay up. Remove one hand, remove the other hand. Hang on to that teaser for 3, 2, and 1. Feet down. Beautiful job, guys. All right, and you are all done. I hope you enjoyed that springboard tower class with the magic circle. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Also, let me know what you'd like to see next. As always, please subscribe and share. And as always, I appreciate you being here with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.